Hello, hello, hello. Is that my best Tia accent? I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. But Housewives of Potomac, they is back, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I tell you, the grays is definitely graying. Jesus, I need to diet. I know. Season 10, episode 1, The Second Bloom. So of course it makes sense to start off with Miss Karen Huger, the Grand Dame. Karen the Grand Dame Huger, getting out of jail, Montgomery County Jail that is, on September 2nd at 10 a.m. 2004. Was it 2025? Yes. We didn't really get like her face for real, for real. We just kind of got the gist of what was happening. Pretty much all of us on the actual day was, I think it was like a Monday. It was like after Labor Day. Um, yeah, we saw it. We saw it. Now, of course, if we start with the present, we got to rewind. And you know what? It's kind of funny how they literally just rushed the season only because y'all started filming literally 2 days after Karen was sentenced. So y'all only been filming since March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's October now. They picked back up the cameras, I'm sure, to hit Karen real quick. So I don't know if they're still filming now or if they're just done and about to do a reunion at some point, maybe before BravoCon or after BravoCon. I don't know. All right, sorry, that was just a little tangent, but we rewind 6 months earlier back to March 1st. 2 days after her sentencing, we is at Giselle house. So Giselle decided like, okay, Karen done went through this whole debacle. So it just makes sense for all the ladies to get together and we can talk about it, right? Um, Ashley shows up first, which gives them a little bit of chance to kind of talk by themselves, how they do since they are kind of the alumni here in this group of girls, because everybody else is definitely not first seasoners. So they talk about Stacy. Apparently, Ashley and Stacy got this weird friendship going on to where they was trying to get to know each other and stuff, bonding over divorces, but somewhere along the line, reunion came and these the lies came out about TJ. So for Ashley, it's like, I can't believe her. I can't trust her. So I don't want to be her friend type deal. Giselle needs a new doorbell because how was they ringing it? Ding, ding. It was something like that. Ding, ding, ding. Or ding, ding. But nobody could hear it. Girl, get a new one. Of course, all the ladies get there and they sit and, of course, talk about Karen, how sad they were, how sorry they feel, for Raven, for Ray, and all this and this and that. But at the same time, it's like, she had to pay for what she did, right? And hold accountability, this and that. So, whatever. Boom. Okay, so obviously Mia is gone, so they need somebody to pick on about the smallest little thing. This is what Potomac does for some reason. I don't know, ever since, whew, I guess since Monique left. And yeah, I don't know. They kind of they drag on the smallest little thing that somebody does, they blow it up. Okay, so with Mia, it was, oh, you was a stripper. So boom, we blow it up to she's a crazy stripper hoe, prostitution, busted wide open, like, just blow it up to the umpteenth thing when, stripping is just like, regular job. Like, they must not have friends who've done it, or I don't know where, right, they be thinking they up here, they don't know nothing about the hood, the ghetto, black people life. Because the shock value of it all is what really, really bothers me. Okay. So they sitting here trying to ask Stacy about TJ. Okay. Because as we know, he said, oh, she was paying me and all this stuff. She a liar, woody, woody, whoop. So was it true? Was he paying that man this and this and that? no, I did not pay him, but me and TJ, we talked and we made up, so we're cool now, but I'm gonna leave him alone. We broke up and it's over with, whatever. So of course they looking all side-eyed, like, girl, whatever, we don't believe it, because he was still on the internet saying this and this and that. So we don't know what to believe, right? So if we don't know what to believe, that just means that you're the liar. So then Kiana, in this midst of back and forth between, because it was mostly Ashley and Stacy, Kiana brought up the fact, well, like, I mean, you was trying to be on TV so bad and all this stuff. How many times did you apply to be on the show? You know, I guess just trying to piggyback off of like TJ trying to, you know, be a better actor and get more roles and things like that if he would have came on the show. I don't know, whatever deal they made, but something to that effect, right? She like, girl, I've been on TV. What do you mean? This job, or yeah, we call it a job, this opportunity came at the right time. Obviously, she was, I guess, in between jobs or whatever, retiring from QVC. QVC is a TV show. I don't watch, but people do. And it's a whole channel. Okay, so that's where she was at. So, girl, whatever. All this back and forth with this is a little bit too overwhelming for Miss Stacy. We know she real proper like. You know, so she said, I ain't gonna be handling this, so I got to go. Y'all ain't, you know, y'all don't want to hear me, y'all don't want to believe me, so I got to go. So after Stacy leaves, you know, the shock value of it all, of that, well, I guess her leaving, okay, yeah, shocking, okay, whatever. But Giselle says, oh, well, dang, she left a little bit too soon, because I was just about to ask her about this lady that we talked to in Essence Fest down in New Orleans, right? So they went to Essence, and I'm guessing this must have been like last year Essence, not like this year Essence, okay? So I'm just timeline here, right? It will make sense, right? Because it's supposed to be 2 days since this is March. So Essence Fest is always July, so it must have been 2004. Okay, so we go. Yeah, I met with this lady, and she an actress or whatever. She know TJ, and she showed me documentation, paperwork of TJ suing Stacy for about 50% of his ROP earnings, which I don't know what ROP is. Must be having something to do with the Actors Guild or something. You know how they get paid with that certain whatever the thing they do, or something to do with the actual show of Potomac, like, you know, whatever episodes he was on, because you know they get paid per episode. Maybe he's talking about like, well, if I'm on there, give me a little half of what you was getting, like something like that. Like, I don't know, but either way, this is where like Wendy's, oh my God, grabbing all on Kiara. She's like, girl, why you grabbing all on me like this? Like, yeah, and I'm like, pick the job. It's not that shocking. Like, I don't know why they be reacting to this. It's not just Wendy, it's all of them. Because Wendy, she definitely be like all the goddamn time. Ashley, oh my God. Giselle, like, cut it out. We fast forward from March, so we just gonna skip over April. May 1st. I would say they must have not have filmed nothing good in April, or they just didn't start filming until May. I don't know. We'll just I don't know. But either way, Stacy is meeting with her ex-husband. Okay. Mr. Ex-husband name is Timu. Okay, because I don't think I ever caught it last year. I know she never really, I think he was blanked out and everything when they was trying to show pictures. But his name is Timu. You know, he is, German, I think. German. Been married for whatever years, I think almost 10 or so, maybe more. They got a divorce last season on the show that we saw. Okay, that she said that she was going through. Okay, that's what she said. Okay, because, you know, I didn't want to call her a liar at first. I just calling her a bad explanation explainer. Okay, because you ask her a question, she's gonna give you an answer, but is it necessarily the answer to the question that I asked you? Right? Anywho, she went out to dinner with Mr. Timu, and they are rekindling their relationship. So I guess somewhere with this divorce separation that they had going on, they took a little Christmas vacation together as a family, with the baby. Or well, she ain't a baby. And yeah, it made them think about some things, and yeah, let's rekindle, let's start dating, let's start over. And they just want to keep it on a low for right now, okay? On a low. They don't want to tell Arbella, they don't want to tell nobody, but they liking what's going. She's feeling it, he feeling it. We run around town and we see Kiarna done got her a new condo. Okay, so she moved out of the house that her and Greg, I think, was supposed to be building together, or is it just the house that her, or was it just Greg's house? Oh yeah, maybe it was, she was living with Greg and they was supposed to be building some house on the side somewhere that they was gonna move into, blah blah blah, in the future, something like that, right? In her hopes of getting engaged and married and all that type of stuff, right? Well, he ain't want to be on a show like that. The reunion, she said, they was taking a break, and that break turned into an actual breakup. So what she did was move out, got her own condo, got her own space, and with that, I guess he must have missed her. Okay, and I wouldn't necessarily say liking what he's seen, but maybe just missing a little. His bed is just a little colder at night. Okay, so he done called her up and things like that, took her out to vacation. So they is dating again, but not officially together. Okay. Happy Eddie, woo woo. I can't remember what state he said he was going to, because I told you need to come to Michigan, because I will be your number one customer, Mr. Happy Eddie. Go ahead and send it to me. Anybody who be watching this, I know I got like 5 people. Anybody know Wendy Osefu or Eddie Osefu, Michigan? Come out here, holla at your girl, Ann Arbor. I got my friend. She works at the place. Okay, legit. Come get us. Come to Michigan. I need some of that Happy Eddie love in my life. Let me experiment. I can be the guinea pig. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. And hopefully it's good stuff, because Michigan, like I said, we high grade. We high grade over here. Okay, y'all better ask about us. Anyway, Happy Eddie is doing real good. Like I said, he is expanding somewhere to another state that's not just Baltimore. So, boop. And of course, Wendy had to make a little dig at Stacy, just to say, like, yeah, we might be, doing our things, and other people might be listening, watching, following, copying. I mean, I ain't gonna say no names, but we see and we hear. All right, so this is where things in the episode kick off, okay? Ashley versus Stacy. It's gonna be Ashley versus Stacy type of season already that we can see. And a Kiarna versus Wendy, as we can see. I don't know who's going versus, because it's usually Giselle versus. But we got some other things going on here. I mean, we still probably gonna get a Giselle verse, but we gonna wait on it because we got other things to do, right? Ashley stepping her little game up these days. Wants to have this party. It's called Second Bloom Ball. Okay. Her first bloom was being married and having kids. This second bloom is being divorced, having a new life. Ashley, she done did something to the face, because I kept staring at her face. Like, Ashley kind of got a big head. Can we say that? She kind of got a big head, little big forehead kind of going on up there. But whatever she did, it makes it like extra big. I don't know. I just kept staring at her forehead like, what the fuck is going on with her face. Like, what does she do? Because I always say you don't need to do work yet when you're still, when she in her 30s. You know, you want to wait a little bit, because when you do it a little bit too early, and that's when it starts to age a little weird sometimes. So I just hope that doesn't happen to her face, especially being mixed. We all know how that white skin, it sags, But planning this second bloom party, like I said, she had come some type of store trying to get her outfit together, and Stacy comes to join her. Okay, so with this, of course, gives them a chance to talk, because like I said, they're trying to have some type of friendship that at least Ashley, in her mind, that she thought they were building towards this whole time. But to come to find out that she's a liar about TJ, like, oh my gosh, she's just a liar about everything, like, that's the whole point of Ashley. Just because she lied about this one little thing, that means she's gonna lie about every single thing. So I just can never trust her and never just be her friend, okay? Which is a little bit extreme to me. Like, I don't get it. And I don't know why all the other ladies are jumping on this bandwagon with this. Especially, like I said, Wendy, she too smart to be acting so dumb. Like, that's the only thing. I be like, girl, we need an intelligent show. And that's where we could put Wendy at, on the intelligent girl show. But not on here, because all this and shock value. But then you turn around and cuss somebody out with a dictionary. I don't know, I'm going on a tangent, I'm sorry. So of course Ashley tells her, like, after you left, we was talking about TJ supposedly suing you, like, what's going on with that, true, false, not, you know what I'm saying, can you clarify, explain. And here goes Stacy. I mean, listen, if you heard something from somebody, that's just something that you heard from them, and that's on them, and that's what they had to say. But for me, oh, no, I'm not. Me and TJ, we left off, we were good on our good terms, but this, I'm not even going to discuss such matters. So of course, with that reaction, Ashley is like, girl, for real, I'm asking you a simple yes or no question, and you're going all around the world just to say a bunch of nothing. So this makes her think, like, okay, well, I mean, are you even divorced? Like, is that even real? And so it stops Stacy a little bit, and she's like, yes, I am divorced. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I mean, you can look up public records, as we all kind of know this. Public records let you know who been in jail, in prison, married, not married, dead, deceased, born, okay? You can look things up. And for some reason, you can't find Stacy's file. So is this a real divorce or not? So with that, Stacy a little bit too, right, she get heated in this moment. She can't handle it. She got to go. So I can't believe this, or whatever. Peace out. Giselle over there at her house, she ain't doing nothing. Empty nester, which means she got a lot of little activities and hobbies to keep her busy, with the girls being out the house. She FaceTimes Ashley. Ashley just lets her know, like, yeah, I did talk to Stacy and this and this and that, and it was just a bunch of hogwash. She wasn't even telling no types of truth. So of course Giselle is on her side with this. Okay, she a liar. Okay. We got a new character alert. Okay, her name is Angel, and she is friend of Kiarna's. Kiarna, I see why we call you K, because I'll be like, why your mama put the Arna in there? Why couldn't you just be Kiana or Kiera? But that Arna, why did she throw that in there? I don't know. But either way, Miss Angel, big boss, okay, in her own right. She has a Wonderland Adventure business down in Colorado. Maybe something I could check out when I get to Colorado. I ain't been there yet on none of my trips, but it's on the list. So maybe they can expand up in here in Baltimore, because that's where they at. Her and her husband, he's an ex Denver Bronco. Okay, so football, sports, wife thing, type of family going on here. Okay, she knows Wendy from college. They went to the same college, but okay. See, this is what she's saying. I know Wendy from college. She was what she say, her sister's roommate, her cousin's roommate, her best friend's roommate, somebody's roommate that she know was Wendy's Wendy. So she know that from what she's seen or what she thinks she know, Wendy's just always been, that I wouldn't say that boss girl that she's always been, but that go-getter businesswoman that she's, girl been coming to class with suits on, okay? Always been that. That's her brand. Okay. So, of course, Kay is just trying to, tell her, well, if you're going to be in this group, how everybody do. I can tell you this, Giselle this, Ashley this and that. So, but Wendy, I think she giving me the cold shoulder, and I just don't understand it. Okay, so we get to the party now, and we get another new girl alert, and her name is Tia. Okay, Miss Tia is born and raised in London, so her accent is very much prominent. From London by way of Nigeria. She's actually a Nigerian princess. Okay, ching ching, girl got it going on. I guess we'll get into more of her story later, especially because I don't wish like friend of, not necessarily what they be holding, apple blossoms. I forgot what Potomac be holding, but either way, she's Giselle's friend, Miss Tia girl. Sharice. I was trying to keep my straight face for a hot second, but Sharice, your first appearance on this show as an OG original Grand Dame. The wig, the makeup, it was a little bit too on the ashy side, which means that your shade was a little bit too light, okay, for your regular skin color. I ain't like it. Them eyebrows, I ain't like it. And the dress, ooh, no. The breastises, I know that I think she might have got them done or something, might be trying to show them off, but not with that type of dress. No. I didn't like it, girl, no. So Wendy, as everybody's coming in, when Wendy comes in, she sees Angel, says, oh, good, a familiar face. Nice to see you. Give her a hug as she's greeting everybody else. Of course, confessional Wendy. Are you familiar with Angel? Oh, familiar, sure. Familiar face? Yes. But do I know her? No. She wasn't in the same circles as me. Sorry, Wendy, though, because it made me think of Karen. When you first got on here, your first season, Karen was in her confessionals, and she very much gave, I'm not impressed. Okay, when asked about, do you know Miss Wendy Osefo? So, girl, I don't know if he's trying to do, okay, but it ain't, don't be starting mess here. But I feel like in the future, they gonna clash a little bit over who know each other. This is gonna be just like NECA. You know me, but you don't know me. Yeah. So Giselle and Wendy went to go sit down, and Kay. Okay, they went to go sit down in like these little couch lounge little area, and proceed to kind of, hey girl, you cute. Look at that dress. Oh yeah, I know. I didn't even know it was like 2 pieces or something. Wendy. I ain't like that dress Wendy had on either. I just had to say that a lot of the girls did not. Yeah, Wendy, no. But anyway, so with this, Wendy's more talking to Giselle here, okay? So Kiana is like, oh, I mean, you can't look at me when you're talking like, is you only talking to Giselle or what? You don't see me sitting here? And Wendy like, huh? Like, what? Giselle like, wait a minute. What happened? So they kind of dismissed Giselle just a tad bit to say, okay, no, it ain't got nothing to do with you. But let me talk to Wendy real quick just for a little instead of 1 second, okay? Because I gotta explain something to her, right? So she goes on to say, like, yeah, I don't like the way you be playing me, Wendy. And Wendy like, what? What did I do? She's like, girl, you be phony. You be acting. You be when we on the phone kicking it cuckoo, or kiki. You know, you be cool and my homegirl, and we, on the same level and stuff like, I thought we was good besties. But in public, I just be getting the cold shoulder, the side eye, like, girl, what's going on? Excuse me. So Wendy like, what did I do? I thought I was your friend. Like, I'm so a little bit confused here, right? So Kay goes on to give her these examples. So, said event, okay? You was going to whatever event. I say, hey, girl, you going? You say, I'll meet you there. I'll see you there, something, something, something. I guess Kay didn't like the response she gave on the text. I don't know. It didn't maybe explain the fullness of what Wendy was going to be doing when she got to said event. Because at said event, I guess Wendy was working. She had to speak, okay? So I guess with her, in her mind, she's like, well, yeah, I was kind of busy doing my thing, so I didn't think it would be good for me to distract the room with me waving to you across the way or whatever, breaking up my speech or what I got going on to go and kick it with you or whatever you want to do, even though because I said hi to you already. So I don't know, like, And of course, Kiana goes on to explain, like, okay, I might let that slide, but it was another event. And you didn't even, say hi to me. You didn't even acknowledge me. Like, what? So if Wendy's still a little bit in confusion, like, girl, that's not, I think you're getting my signals crossed. I wasn't trying to be malicious on my end. I swear I wasn't. I was just busy in the moment or whatever I was doing. I wasn't even right consciously, girl. I'm not, whatever I was doing in the moment, it wasn't trying to be ill intent towards you. I still consider you a friend, this and this and that. So while they trying to talk over here, Stacy says, hey, Ashley, let me talk to you over here. Okay. So they go out to like the foyer or something, just to, step away from the crowd. And of course, Stacy goes on to say, like, yeah, I showed up because I want to show you I support you. I am a good friend to you. And whatever we was doing yesterday or whatever at the shop, I can get over it. I just think that calling me a liar and all these things is just not really cool. You're being messy, Ashley. You're being messy, because that's her favorite thing to call Ashley is messy, which Ashley is messy, okay? You're doing too much digging on me, all this research. Like, you got a lot of time on your hands, So with this, the conversation is going, it's just heating up, okay? They're getting louder. Ashley, like I said, is still on this. You're the liar. You said this, and it was proven otherwise, right? We're trying to ask you questions, and you won't even tell the truth. Are you divorced or not? I can't find it in the archives. Like, I don't see it. They slanging each other. So you've been a liar since day one. You've been a messy girl since day one. Well, girl, what you gonna do? Why don't you gallop out here with your size 11 shoe? Finger going up. Ashley got her finger like this, girl. You don't be trying to tell me what. And here go Stacy. Get your finger out of my face. Get your finger. Get your finger out of my face. If you know what movie that come from, you was my friend. Okay, I speak in only quotes. Okay, they might be random, but they make sense if we hear. But with all this back and forth, it's getting loud. So of course, people are noticing. They're starting to crowd around. We got AJ, Stacy's friend, came over to her aid to say, "Okay, Ashley, so what do you need? If you need her to show her proof or whatever, then we can dead this and get over with it." And she's like, "Yeah, that's all she needs to do. Just tell the proof. Show the proof. Tell the truth. Show the proof. Tell the truth." Ooh, tongue twister right there. Sharice is over here looking in like, "Ooh, girl, what's going on?" Miss Tia, new girl. Oh my God, this is the I don't know. Look, what's the British words? Whatever. Anyway, Wendy, right? Her and Kiana was over there trying to talk, but they like, "Oh, wait a minute! I hear some noise over there. We want to come back to this? Okay, we come back to this. Let's go be nosy." Okay, so while they're doing all this. This is where the episode ends, and we get the big old trailer that pretty much everybody already saw. And yeah, we're gonna start this season off. Not too bad for a first episode. This is season 10. I think they might have something here. Okay, we ain't got no Karen. We already know that. I think once we get to reunion-ish or whatever, I think that's when we're gonna get some more of Karen news. We might actually get her on the TV screen. Like, it might be via Zoom. It might be at the reunion. I don't know. But I think we're going to get her at some point toward the end here. Miss Monique. Monique Samuels. Is her last name still Samuels, or did she change it to something else? Either way, Miss Mama is back, and I'm actually excited for this. I want to see how she's going to navigate this group now that the problem is gone and what can I call Robin? I was gonna call her the leech. The problem in the leech, or the problem, but I'm like, she's not really much of a leech. She's more the problem in the muscle, the problem in the bodyguard, the problem in the green eye bandit. Okay, with them two gone, I think Monique should do good, because her main problem was Giselle. Okay, everybody knows that fight towards Candace, she was supposed to be grabbing Giselle. Okay? Has she did that, woo, Lord, this would have been a whole nother thing. I'm telling you, it still would have been good. That would still have been so good. But it would have been a whole nother thing. But, so I'm excited for that. We'll see how it goes. And, yeah. Potomac, yes, we are here. Bye. Thanks for watching.